boy, do I wish I could show you the lighting setup I have going on here. It's dark. My room is green, so everything looks yellow, but I've got like I moved my lamp. There's a poster board involved. It's kind of balanced on a coffee cup. Might be breaking the plant I have on my desk. I'm not sure. I can't see. And some pens in a mug. So if you hear a big crash, it's probably that falling. I make good decisions, right? Yeah. So I have another work story because 7 weeks of camp was like traumatizing. Not traumatizing, but a lot happens in just, under 2 months. And, well, I'm just gonna do it. Okay, so, alright. So at this camp, we had a skit running for the little children for like at lunchtime and like the opening, and it just ran throughout the week. Each camp was like 1 week, 1 session. And Monday we started this. What do I try? Monday we started the skit, and then we worked through it till Friday, which was the big grand finale. And the camp was circus themed. So first day, first week of camp. Who wants to be the clown? No one volunteered, so I got voluntold to do it. I was made the clown. Day 1. Ooh, day 1. Seems so long ago. Things weren't weird then. Things got weird. So I was playing the clown. There was a lion tamer. I was his assistant, but I was... Shit, that's bright. I was also the evil assistant to the, like, mastermind ringleader. We were trying to steal the lion. It was very intense, very involved. And things didn't get weird till, like, was it 4th week of camp. 4th week, jeez. 4th week of camp, the children, the campers named the clown. They gave me a name. First day of week 4, setting up the archery range, and I am dubbed Noodle Arms. Noodle Arms the clown. Like, Noodle Arms. And that stuck the entire week. So that was interesting. And the kids in that week of camp, they were a little more into the skit than the previous 3 weeks. And they got involved themselves. Like, we'd keep the skit going like throughout the day. So, the people in the skit were like the area people / like one of the camp directors, and the kids would like get up to us in our area and be like, "Oh, did you hear what they're planning?" Like, it was fun for them, for them. So much for me. The lion tamer was, one of the other activity areas for the campers. They liked him. He was the good guy. And the mastermind was one of the camp directors, so he didn't have kids in an area every like 45 minutes. But I was one of the bad guys. So when they got to my area, they would be like, "Are you Noodle Arms?" And I'd try and deny it because I wanted to get started with my lesson and not hate my life. But then they'd be like, "You're the clown." I'd be like, yeah, I'm the clown." And so, one day, the kids were finishing their craft one day. Most days, the kids were finishing their crafts early because, like, unlike other areas like sports or nature, like, if you finish your program for that early, you could just, like, play another game of whatever you're doing, talk about plants, go on a hike. If you finish early in nature, crafts is material based, you finish the craft. There's not much else to do. Like, I can't help it if a whole group of children doesn't, like, want to decorate their frisbee or whatever we're making. And that just, it's a 45-minute period and they were all done in 15 minutes. Shit, what do I do now? So I'm like, I have paper. Let's draw. Let's draw with the, like, 4 crayons we have. And so a kid asked me for an extra piece of paper. And at this point we weren't, like, running out of paper, so I was like, alright, sure. And then I noticed he was off looking for a stick. And then I noticed other children were asking for extra paper and also looking for sticks. Then I had a couple kids ask me how to spell clown. And that's when I got worried, because I knew something was up. The kids were getting quiet. There was no screaming, there was no hitting, because when kids get to my area, they start, like, hitting people. Like, I don't know what it is about crafts. People get salty in crafts. There was one kid that got angry about something, and he was holding scissors. Like, they were safety scissors, but they're still a blade. And he was talking. He wasn't talking, he was screaming. He was mad. He was an angry child. He was screaming, he was talking with his hands, with the scissors open like this, and he was doing that, and he, like, slit one of the other kids' fingers open, so that was fun. And, like, in my area, I don't know, kids started to fight. Like, you get to crafts, oh, time to start swinging, fight club, craft club, same difference, right? Yeah, I don't know, I can't explain that, it was weird. So they were all working on their little whatevers with their crayons, and they were quiet, and it was making me very nervous. Didn't know what was happening. I knew something was happening, and then there's like roughly 10 minutes left of the period, so I go over to their little leader and I'm like, if you want to have them work on their song for closing ceremony, that's fine. And then they all get up and they start to gather around me. They have their papers with them. They're on sticks. And they're quietly like chanting something all together. So, like, picture a bunch of sweaty, sticky, like, 7-year-old children with sticks with papers on them. And they're all whispering something together in a circle around you. But you can't hear them yet. You don't know what they're saying. You're like, what the hell is happening? And then you see what's written on their papers. And actually, I think I have it somewhere over here. Maybe not. I don't remember where I put them. I might have just thrown them out. But I kept a lot of the papers as proof of what was happening, because I felt like no one would believe me when I went down to the lunch table. And on the papers, it said, "Down with the clown." Down with the clown. Down with the clown. Down with the clown. That's what they were chanting in a circle all together. They were around me. They had signs, like the papers on the sticks. There was drawings. There was just scary, like, serial killer handwriting, because kids don't write well, and it looked really creepy. And they were picketing me in my own area. They were clustered around me. There was like 23 kids in this one group. They were all around me, down with the clown, and they slowly got louder. And I was looking around, like, for any other adult, like their leader was, like, at the bathroom or getting water or something. Scout skills station next door. He was pretending not to see. So there's, like, another group over there, and I'm looking over at him, making eye contact, while there's children gathered about, like, right about my waist. Like, I'm pretty tall, so they don't come up that high, but it's like, oh, they're slowly closing in on me. Oh no, oh, thank you. I'm making eye contact with him from under my pavilion. He's like across the clearing in the woods at his on his tarp with his setup. I'm under this pavilion, surrounded by children. I'm looking across. making eye contact. I am silently screaming for help. And he looks at me. He's just still doing his little lesson. He looks at me. And he looks back. He just starts laughing a little bit to himself, just like a little oh, and then he goes back to his lesson like nothing is happening over at crafts. Because crafts is where we all have a good time. At the closing ceremony, when the clown got arrested, I got sent to clown jail. I got escorted away by one of my co-workers. She was the clown prison guard. Closing ceremony, we're finished. Camp is over. Week 4, done. The campers are still there. They're like with their parents, going off to buy candy and whatnot. And I hear it again. Like, off, like somewhere, like there's kids around me. I don't hear where it's coming from. It's all around. It's like scattered. Down with the clown. Down with the clown. And they get closer again. Except now it's like the entire camp all together. The chant has spread to all the children. There was like 102 kids that week. 102 kids chanting, down with the clown, at me. And then, apparently there were a couple behind me, because they rushed me. They tackled me. One went for my waist, one grabbed my arm on each side, something popped in my shoulder. I got taken to the ground by 3 children, while the other, like, 99 were screaming at me. And, so that's why the remaining weeks of camp, for closing ceremony, it became protocol. My boss would tell me, alright, as soon as you are in jail, you run, you get out. When you run, you don't stop running till they can't see you. Because he didn't want me to get attacked again. Because children have no boundaries. And they just keep going. Down with the clown. Down with the clown. Down with the clown.